Phones with fingerprint scanners are becoming a rage now. But in fact, fingerprint scanners are not new to smartphones at all. Since the introduction of the Touch ID in the iPhone, other smartphone makers quickly moved on to putting similar functioning scanners in their phones. Is a fingerprint scanner really required? Now, what is the cheapest phone with a fingerprint scanner, and is it worth your money? Let's find that out. The phone we have today is the Coolpad Note 3, which is currently the cheapest phone with a fingerprint scanner. Sold exclusively on Amazon, the Note 3 uses a flash sale model and requires registration before it can be bought. Now the Note 3 comes from the same manufacturer that made the Coolpad F2, which was sold as the U Eureka by Micromax. Now the brand also made its presence felt in the market in the form of Coolpad Dazen and sold the Dazen 1 and the Dazen X7. The Coolpad Note 3 sports a 5.5-inch display with a 720p resolution, which has become the norm nowadays with other phones like the Honor 4X. Now, while the 5.5-inch size does look big on paper, I found the phone comfortable to use, and the curved sides help to grip the phone quite well. Now the design is minimalistic, and there is a chrome strip running along the side of the phone that give it a premium look. We've seen the chrome peel off on Samsung phones, but we hope that's not the case on the Note 3. With the screen off, it looks like the phone has an edge-to-edge display thanks to the black surrounds. The display is good for the price, and there isn't really much I would complain about. The back is plain Jane but screams quality. The back panel is made of high quality plastic, and the finish quickly reminds me of the baby skin finish on the OnePlus One. The finish improves the grip on the phone while improving the aesthetics. I was worried about ruining the white coat of the phone, but I'm happy to say that it does not get dirty all that easily. The main thing distinguishing this phone from the others is the fingerprint scanner at the back. The back panel is removable, and once pulled out, reveals the non-removable battery. This is a dual SIM device and has a microSD card slot for expanding storage. The scanner rests just below the camera, a natural spot for the index finger. Now I have lots to talk about the fingerprint scanner, which I will in a bit. Software-wise, the phone runs on Android Lollipop, which has its own cool UI on top of it. The UI looks similar to other Chinese brands like Huawei, Xiaomi and the others. Now I am among the ones who like the Google launcher a lot, and hence used it in place of the default launcher immediately. The UI has a lot of useful features like the multi-window mode that makes use of two apps at one time possible. The applications need to be handpicked before multitasking can be used. Now after using such a feature on the Samsung Galaxy Note 5, I'm happy that this entry-level phone can do it fairly well. The interface for it could have been better, but I think I'm asking a lot now. The UI has gestures that can be used to interact with the phone with the screen off, but sadly I couldn't find a way to customize it. The MediaTek octa-core processor in the phone runs very smoothly, and I found no lags in my daily use. This may be due to the fact that 3GB of RAM is on board, out of which more than 1.5GB of RAM was free all the given time. The smooth functioning encourages you to get more work done at a given time. Now the closest competitor to the Coolpad Note 3 would be Lenovo's K3 Note, which not only loses the pricing battle but also the spec battle to this phone. Now for starters, the Note only has 2GB of RAM, a slightly older MediaTek processor, and the fingerprint scanner is missing. Now coming to the much talked about fingerprint scanner on this phone, it is among the best in the market. I know these are strong words, but after using the Apple iPhone 6 and the Samsung Galaxy Note 5, the Coolpad Note 3 costing a fifth of the price is almost as good. The square fingerprint sensor sits at the back and will need you to use the index finger on the scanner. That is really fast and takes less than a second to read the fingerprint and unlock the phone. That for a sub 10,000 rupee phone is impressive. Now up to 5 fingerprints can be saved on the phone that can be used to unlock it or launch different apps based on which finger is placed. Now, which is an interesting way to use this feature. The fingerprints can also be bound to user profiles in the phone. A quick scan can now directly load that user's profile, which is seriously cool. The phone comes pre-installed with FP Lock, an app that CoolPad provides on the phone. So instead of switching user profiles entirely, you can securely lock individual apps on the phone, and it can be unlocked quickly using the appropriate fingerprint. I found the location of the fingerprint scanner to be perfect. The scanner on the back allows the manufacturer to provide a bigger screen and thinner bezels. As a result of the location though, the device cannot be unlocked when it is resting on a table. You either have to enter the pin or lift it up and unlock it. The scanner is slightly recessed at the back of the phone. The removable back cover may be the reason for it. I was expecting good battery life from this phone considering it has a huge 3000 mAh battery, and the CoolPad Note 3 did not disappoint. It could easily run for one whole day without requiring any additional charge. When it did, the provided charger was powerful enough to charge it up quickly. The camera on the back is a 13 megapixel sensor and has a single LED flash. In broad daylight, the camera clicks good images, not the sharpest I've seen, but good. If you want to take control, there's a Pro mode that lets you adjust every camera setting as per your liking. You can also use the fingerprint scanner at the back as a shutter button, but it ends up being more convenient when clicking selfies. The front-facing 5 megapixel camera clicks good selfies, but I have one issue with the software here. The moment the front camera is triggered, it sets it to beautify mode, which smoothens the face artificially. I always had to put it back to normal mode to click a decent picture. The CoolPad Note 3 is an impressive phone. The MediaTek processor coupled with 3 GB of RAM provide a lot of go for the average Joe. The camera is decent for those occasional pictures and selfies. The battery is big enough to power the phone while you go through your entire day. And all this for a price of $8,999, and it also has a fingerprint scanner at the back. Now I don't think I can ask for anything else, nor is there anything else for this price that I would rather recommend. So this was our review of the CoolPad Note 3. What are your views on it? Put it down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share this video. Thanks for watching.